So the last time we had comedian Charlie Demers in our studio, he had a brand new comedy album, a Juno nomination, and a rip in his pants. This is a true story. So this morning he is back, this time with his new book, Property Values, it's called, in his brand new novel, one that combines urban gentrification, sky-high real estate prices, and gang violence. What a combo. Charlie Demers joins us back in studio. Good to have you with us.
I feel what a waste that you can't see my crotch, but it is fully ready for television.
Okay, well, can we talk about that for a second?
We can.
Because I can't just let that one go. This is a true story. You did, in fact, have a rip in your pants last time you were here.
I came down from the hotel room where I was staying, and the day before, we've been doing media on like 2 hours of sleep, and I had just gotten full 8 hours, and I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and I bounded downstairs and hopped up into the raised SUV of the, and just heard this you're going on national television. Yeah.
Like an open book.
And so sweetly and kindly, I was taken in like a little broken-winged bird.
I heard you were like put in a little booth.
I was put in a
and your pants were taken from you.
Quarantined.
Yes, and Karen backstage, who works with us, sewed your pants up for you.
She did.
We're full service here.
And
apparently.
her work on those pants lives to this day.
Continues to this day. Thank goodness. Yeah. Karen, thank you for that.
Thank you, Karen.
I also noticed that...
we won't have time for the book. I'm
sorry.
No,
we're out.
But pants-wise, everything is A-okay.
Thank goodness. Fashion over function, right?
Yeah.
So I noticed that your name on the book is Charles Demers.
Yes.
Is this, instead of Charlie, this is your pen name, I'm assuming?
Writing-wise, I like to keep it pretentious.
Right.
Yeah. Comedy, I make it a Charlie, kind of an accessible.
Right.
With my writing, I want to keep the riffraff out.
You don't want to confuse the two, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so we know what we're getting
sort
with
of
Charles.
That regal bearing.
So who's this right now? Is this Charlie or Charles?
This is Chaz. This is a third persona.
And late night, there's another name, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about the book, Property Values.
Sure thing.
And let's talk about the premise. Describe a little bit about what we can expect.
Yeah, so the premise of Property Values is it's a group of friends who've grown up together in the suburbs of Vancouver, and one of them can no longer afford to stay in the house where he grew up. And so these friends take the desperate measure of staging a drive-by shooting on the property in order to drive down the asking price.
This is such a Canadian story right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a kind of, Well, I mean, the Vancouver Civic coat of arms includes both gang warfare and real estate prices, and so it's just kind of was inspired by that. The prank or hoax that they perpetrate then gets the attention of real gangsters who they're living amongst, and they quickly find themselves drawn into a real gang rivalry with their sort of pretend make-believe crew.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I mean, how different is it from, writing stand-up to writing a novel? I suspect quite.
Yeah. I mean, it's this is obviously it's a lot more structured. There's but the way in which it's very similar to stand-up is both stand-up and prose are just you and words, and either you speak the words into a microphone or you write the words onto a page, and it's got that quality of you can do whatever you can put into words. Yeah. And so I definitely think of like the comedy and the fiction writing as being kind of a piece.
And you're encouraging other comedians to do this as well, to put it on page. And how are you doing that?
Well, I started a humor imprint at Arsenal Pulp Press, and our first book came out this past fall. It was Ebony Rosen from here in Toronto. She wrote just a hysterical book. Hilarious, I mean. Hysterically funny book about Western history called What I Think Happened. Right. And so I'm going to be putting out a book a year that I edit, written by another comedian. And I've got some amazing comedians sort of already signed on for the next 2 or 3 titles, and it's been a lot of fun.
It's like giving another voice to the page that didn't exist before, in a way.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just feel like once you've made it, which, let's be clear, you very much have, it's time to throw the ladder down out of the helicopter and see who climbs aboard.
I climbed aboard.
Yeah.
Look at you. You didn't know where that one was going, did you?
Yeah.
Well, we started with Charles and Charlie, and now I think we've ended with the Chad, maybe. I don't know how we're ending here. The Chad.
Yeah.
Where do
yeah.
we go from
Chad. Once he's drunk, Chad has arrived.
We all know the Chad, don't we? Yeah, we do. All right. Thanks so much for being
Thank
here.
you very much for
Good
having
to have
me.
you.